Anthony, kind of the opposite of the Desmond Ridder part of your mock draft was Travon Walker, who could go number 1 overall. We're hearing buzz the Jaguars could take him at number 1 from some insiders around the NFL. You had him at the bottom of your first round. If you were the GMs of these teams, that's where you would put him. Why the discrepancy? What are you not seeing or not liking as much about Travon Walker as maybe the NFL? Because he's just jumped up these draft boards and mocks, the last couple months.
He may go first overall, right? I mean, if you put him on the field and do some athletic tests, you're going to say this man's a freak, right? He's just a rare specimen that you don't see every day or every year. So what he did at the combine was exceptional stuff. The problem is that never translated onto the football field in any of his years at Georgia. We just never saw that growth or progression, really, despite him being just a freak of nature. And, playing for one of the best coaching staffs in the country, that's a bit of a concern. And, some people will point to his role, right? Kirby Smart's defense, they use a lot of tight mid fronts. They put him inside a lot, don't give him a lot of true opportunities to get after the quarterback, like some other edge defenders in this class. But even when we did see him, be a true edge rusher, he just didn't show any capability of effectively getting after the quarterback. And, the pass rush moveset, it's just not there. His go-to was just using his length to his advantage, and sometimes it worked, but almost every time it didn't. And you look at his pass rush win rate, and it reflects that. He's, flirting there with around 10 or 11%, if I recall correctly. And that's one of the lowest in college football. I mean, he was, around the 33rd percentile, I think, in true pass rush win rate overall in the country. And you look at some of the other top edge defenders in this class, all of them are nearly above the 80th percentile. I think it's just going to be, it'd take a long time. If he does develop, it's going to take multiple years. But, and again, it's kind of like the Malik Willis thing, right? Some people may be thinking, with Travon Walker, well, look at Daniil Hunter, right? Minnesota Vikings edge defender. He wasn't a good pass rusher in college. He had, very poor production, but now he's a very good pass rusher at the NFL level. Rashawn Gary, it took him until his third year to really break out, produce for the Green Bay Packers. And he was another one, just didn't have the production. The collegiate level still had a long way to go. I think Travon Walker could be one of those scenarios, but at number 1 overall, that's not something I really want to bet on.